Hello and welcome to another edition of the ProtoBalls podcast. I'm ProtoMet.
I'm Barry.
I'm Tank.
And I'm Palmer Puff Daddy.
PPD.
Let's go with PPD.
Yeah, we'll go with PPD.
We've also got Kenny here, who will occasionally be chiming in with his thoughts.
Can he speak? Yeah, he's camera shy.
It's not even a camera. It's microphone shy.
And today we're going to be talking about Deke Entertainment and Inspector Gadget, Heathcliff, Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling. Woo! Woo! My favorite! I forgot that was a fucking Deke program. What the fuck? Dennis the Menace? Fucking the real Ghostbusters? Alf animated. Nobody cares about that. Cops?
Bad boys, bad
No,
boys.
but seriously, we're gonna. This is the Halloween video.
Yeah.
We're talking about Halloween H20 20 years later.
I thought it was just Halloween water.
Oh my god, they did the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yep.
Yep. And Legend of Zelda, and Captain N, and they also did the Chipmunks, the Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Like the
And they
live
did
action.
Sonic.
No,
the
not the live
Hedgehog.
Yeah, not the live action one, the one from like the 90s, the animated show. Captain Planet. I was right. It is a Deke Entertainment one. Oh, there he is.
He said hi.
He said hi. Anyway, yeah, new kids on the block. Okay, cool. I did not.
This
know
is
that.
completely unrelated to what we're actually talking about.
No, I was just. Sorry, I started looking up Deke Entertainment. I got lost in the
We're
sauce
keeping
here.
this, by the way.
Yeah, of course. No, we got lost in the sauce here.
You did, and you dragged us all in. Now we're all
So today we're talking about
the 7th Halloween movie, which is better than the previous 3.
So you gotta get through a slog fest to get to this one. That gets a bit better.
we.
Oh, yeah,
Or you
most
can jump
definitely.
ahead because it renders the previous 3 non-canon.
You tell him, Kenny.
You tell him. He did not like the previous films. So H2O is okay. It's an okay movie, you know.
It is a celebration of the 20th anniversary of Halloween.
Of Samhain?
Well, of the movies.
Oh, the movies.
No,
Gotcha.
Sam Hain.
Yeah. Sam Hain.
What about that real Ghostbusters character?
Shut the fuck up. Hey, speaking of the real Ghostbusters. Deke Entertainment, everyone. Woo! No, H2O is the first movie to have Jamie Lee Curtis returning to the role of Laurie Strode.
Since the second movie.
Since the second movie. There it is. Hi, Kenny.
And it's a continuation off of the Halloween 2.
Timeline, yeah. But not 4, 5, and 6, which are the bad timeline. Which is the
I have to disagree with the third. The third is awesome.
the third is awesome, but I didn't mention the third. The third is non-canon anyways, and I like to consider 4, 5, and 6 non-canon too. Even if they have, the best character in the series. For however long and however little. So, whatever happened to Doc Loomis, huh?
He probably just died.
Well, yes, as a matter of fact.
He died of dysentery on the Oregon Trail.
Got it. Print it. So this is the first Halloween movie that released after Donald Pleasence's death. Now, 6 did release after he died, but he was in the movie, and that was in production when he was still alive, of course, because he's in the movie. But H2O is the first one to the first one to release after Donald Pleasance has passed away. And you can start.
It's the first movie since 3 to not have him in there.
Yeah.
And
Fun fact. This is directed by Steve Miner, who we have talked about in the past. After all, He did Halloween Part 2. He did Friday the 13th Part 2. He did Friday the 13th Part 3. He did House. So he's been on this.
Wait, House or Houseu?
House.
Houseu better.
House.
Houseu is better.
Oh, he also did the Day of the Dead remake. Oh,
no.
no. He also did Lake Placid though.
That's like me finding out that Wes Craven did the Hills Have Eyes 2.
I did not know that. I did not know. What the hell? I did not know that Betty White and Bridget Fonda were in Lake Placid. That's crazy, actually.
I gotta pick those movies up for Grandma Zilling at some point.
He also did a couple episodes of The Wonder Years, Dawson's Creek, and Smallville. So he's got kind of a.
So he did Superman?
He may, yeah.
I thought that was Richard Donner.
Well, Smallville is a
Oh.
TV show.
Yeah, Smallville's the TV show where I think it's Superman as a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never really watched any Superman shows that weren't animated by Bruce Timm.
Was that on the WB?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say because the WB we've talked about the WB and UPN in the past and how they got merged into the CW, and how that became a clusterfuck for many years. But we're not talking about any of that. Instead, this is the first. This also stars. So aside from Jamie Lee. Aside from Jamie Lee Curtis.
He's the only star.
There's LL Cool J and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who also appears in this movie.
That is what, Josh Hartnett?
Josh Hartnett, Janet Leigh. Janet Leigh's in it too. Adam Arkin, who is the son of Alan Arkin.
And then Michelle Williams also.
Oh yeah, Michelle
There's
Williams.
a lot of early 2000s like star power in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Michelle's more famous for her roles in, Dawson's Creek. So it all kind of ties together.
I never watched Dawson's Creek.
Neither did I, but I still recognize
I know the people.
from like ads for
Yeah. She's also in Venom, Let There Be Carnage. So
Venom. Never
Venom.
seen it, so I wouldn't have known that.
So yeah, like PPD said, a lot of like early 2000s star power. Outside of like Janet Lee Curtis or Jamie Lee Curtis and Janet Leigh, who Janet Leigh we have not talked about, but she is, as a matter of fact, Janet Leigh is Jamie Lee Curtis's mother. And Janet Leigh is the first person to die in Psycho, in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho.
Well, the first person to die that we see happen on screen.
Yes.
There's so many people.
I'm pretty sure there were a number of people who died before she even showed up at the
I don't know.
Granted, I've never seen the TV show, so maybe.
That's true. That's true.
There's a really cool scene where they kind of pay homage, and in the background, Janet's talking to Jamie Lee, and I believe it's the actual car from Psycho.
Oh,
in
you
the
might
background.
be right.
So that's a really cool nod.
So how does this movie start?
It starts with Loomis's nurse finding that somebody has broken into her home, and instead of just going in to find out who's invaded, she smartly goes to the house next door to ask
teenagers.
to ask Joseph Gordon-Levitt and his friend to call the police.
And these kids, these hockey kids, as you would call them, they didn't have the makings of varsity athletes, as you know. They were never going to be the next Ilya Kovalchuk or what have you.
That's a deep cut.
That's a deep cut, yeah.
Too deep for me.
Ilya Kovalchuk's a hockey player,
I
professional.
kind of figured.
or Marion Gabrick, or PPD's favorite player, Manny Fernandez.
Let's just go on an hour-long naming obscure hockey players
Yeah,
from 2000.
obscure hockey players from Danny Heatley.
The only hockey player I know is Wayne Gretzky, and that is far from obscure.
Yeah, but fuck Wayne Gretzky. He's a big the big,
No, I don't.
Big
Actually.
M. He's the big MA guy, with the last two words being GA.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh no.
Yep. Really.
Well, he could never lift the puck off the ice, so.
Damn.
That's a burn.
That sucks. I know. Really sad when your heroes turn out to be bad people.
He wasn't even a hero, but he was a decent guy until just now.
Yep.
No.
I knew he existed. I could give two fucks.
Speaking of decent people,
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers
Doesn't kill Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
doesn't. No.
No, Joseph. I don't even know if what the character's name is. He after they call the police, he decides to go over to check things out.
So it's Jimmy and Tony, these two doofus kids.
I don't think we really need to know what their names are
No.
because they're only in this one scene.
Yeah, they're just it's teenager A and teenager B, and both of them get killed in fairly gruesome ways.
There's a hockey skating his face.
Yeah.
And that's what he gets, because he stole beer from her fridge, and
Yeah.
that's his
And messed
first
up her
horror
kitchen.
movie sin.
Yeah, and then lied about it. You get murdered by Michael Myers for lying.
Yeah, he does a quick run through of the house to find that it's a mess, and
The
then
key-
heads back home to let the nurse know that nobody was there, but they messed up your office and your kitchen and stole some beers.
I did kind of laugh my ass off though when the ironing board just flopped down and he just swung that stick.
He really got those hanging pots.
It's like they had it coming though. They
had
weren't
it
cast
coming.
iron, so they were wrong.
They had it coming.
And
But-
the key to this scene is that for some reason Nurse Chambers was holding on to records from 40 years ago. Well, I
Yeah.
guess 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah, Marion Whittington is her name, but Nay Chambers. So, yes, Nurse Chambers.
I don't. Why did they change the name? Because in the
I-
original movie, she's Marion Chambers.
I think it's because she got married, and then
Okay.
yeah, and it was basically just Loomis's caretaker after getting divorced, possibly. It's possible, you know.
I mean, it's possible that these are Loomis's files, and she just hadn't gotten around to getting rid of them after his death.
She was Loomis's side piece.
Yeah, you never know.
Risque.
It tracks.
We don't know what his off the clock activities were when he wasn't
I wanna
hunting.
make-
Making sure Michael stays in the asylum.
I need a movie on Loomis's love life.
I thought we'd get that in the Rob Zombie movie. His love life is
Nurse Chambers a cheap hooker, and Loomis is a meth user.
Wait, is that actually in the Rob Zombie movie?
Well, it's not far off.
Oh.
No.
'Cause then, we'll get
It's
to
not-
that.
Yeah,
We'll get to that.
Yeah, don't spoil that yet for me.
We'll get to that in a couple years. But no, so Michael kills the two kids, and then the cops show up.
He kills them in their own home
Yeah.
before the nurse returns after having a chat with the police.
And mind you, all this takes place in Illinois. The rest of the movie takes place in California.
California.
Oh. We gotta go there someday. But Marion gets a good couple of shots in on Michael, at least, during when the confrontation happens. But she doesn't last for very long.
And all this is happening while the police are just checking out her place. Like, she tries to alert them to what's going on, but they don't even hear a window shattering next door.
How the fuck do they not hear a window shatter?
They got their AirPods in. They're just listening to some Kenny Chesney or something.
No,
Dubstep.
who would have been popular in '98? Hold on, it would have been like
Limp Bizkit.
Limp. It would have been like Limp.
rolling.
Would have been Limp Bizkit, maybe the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC would have been popular at the time. Bye bye bye. That's all they're listening. Yeah, head bopping.
Okay, which one Halloween did the fucking fucking cops actually have like a little song where they like did shit. Like,
Oh, that's 5.
That's 5. The one with
like that clown music.
yeah, the 2 doofus cops
Oh yeah,
from 5.
I forgot about it.
well, you're trying to forget about 5 in general.
You are not wrong.
See, I'm not as hard on 5 as everyone else is. I don't like it, but I think 6 is much worse.
Oh, there's no question. It's just
It's literally just a remake of the.
But yeah, all
Yeah,
of them are dumb.
5 to me is just super, super boring, and it is disrespectful. 6 is just like, what the fuck is happening?
I don't know. There was a cult of some sort.
Paul Rudd is
Paul Rudd being Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
not a good way.
not a good way.
I would argue that he was one of the best parts of that movie.
He
Which
was.
which is not saying a whole lot.
With him, without him, it's a super boring movie. With him, I guess it's entertaining.
bearable.
Yeah.
It's bearable
To a point where, like, okay, I might change the channel eventually.
The same way that like Freddy's Dead is entertaining. It's
Oh!
just like I gotta watch this train wreck.
And then of course Michael steals a car without the cops even noticing. The fact that they didn't hear a car start or anything.
Yeah,
is,
he drives off right in front of them while
It's-
they're in the house.
yeah. It's just like
I mean, granted, that's before they go over to the next door to find the corpses.
yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, this whole sequence is just like these cops are dumb.
And it's not even super relevant because after we get the scene to basically reveal the whole corkboard of the Pepe Silva corkboard.
Yeah, giant ass corkboard of files and
Illinois
documents.
is never really brought up again ever.
Michael Myers is Charlie Day.
I'm telling you,
She's in California.
she's in California. We gotta go to California.
That's really the only purpose that this opening scene really provides is to tell Michael that Lori is in California under an assumed name.
She's like the dean of a school.
Yes, a private school,
Yes.
private prep school.
I don't know if she's exactly the
Maybe
dean?
principal.
Dean, principal.
Oh no, she is the headmistress. Never mind.
Ha
Yes, she's the dean of a private school called which is Hillcrest Academy, which is in Summer Glen, California. God
Which
damn
her
it.
son attends with his friends,
And
Twitchy
girlfriend.
and 2 girls.
Also, her name is Carrie Tate.
Yes, she changes her name and gets the F out of Illinois. Before we go forward, how is he free again? I don't remember
I don't think they ever
the
caught him.
context to that.
So initially, I guess they never found his body in 2, is the assumption.
Okay.
Even
He's
though,
been chilling for 20 years.
yeah, he's
I guess they assumed he was dead in the fire.
Yeah.
They just found a random body and thought it was him.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, throughout most of this movie, Lori just assumes that she's hallucinating Michael showing up. Because she mostly is.
It actually makes me wonder how Loomis would have survived in 2. I mean, we get the explanation in 4, 5, and 6 that he's got...
Those aren't canon.
Yeah, but those aren't canon, that he's got
Anymore.
facial scars. But this one heavily implies that he does also
That is fair, yeah.
survive the explosion, even
Yeah.
though he's the direct cause of the explosion.
Which you could have easily been like, he died, like they all died in the fire.
Yeah.
You know, but you never found Michael, so.
We just assumed this random body. Dude, there's
a
a...
5 foot something that's
Yeah,
into a
this...
script and a 7 foot fucker.
Well, it's like, I swear there was a... No,
I know how he survived. He crouched really low behind a rock.
God damn it. I knew it.
God logic.
No, you know what? I was thinking of Friday 6 when Tommy's friend gets thrown into the casket. And the caretaker is just like, now why would they want to go digging up Jason Voorhees. And
Didn't even put him in right.
didn't even put him back in right. And he buries it and everything. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. Just like, wrong body.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Wouldn't be the last time either.
I mean, they did that in the first movie.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah. They gunned down a kid who just happens to be wearing the same outfit.
That's right.
Ben Schramer?
No, I think...
Yeah.
Was that one or was that two?
That was the second one.
Two.
That was two. Yeah, but still, same night. They accidentally...
Same night, yeah.
They kill a kid. Well, they also do it
Loomis.
Loomis runs a cop car into this fucking kid.
Well, and then I think I can't remember if it's 4 or 5 or 6 where they get the fucking mob and the mob out and the mob accidentally shoots at a couple kids or whatever.
4.
That's 4?
Yeah.
Where the mob accidentally shoots a couple kids.
You just made a lynch mob. Well, you don't got a fucking police force.
Yeah.
That will happen again later on.
I would be surprised.
Yeah, be prepared.
But, anyway, the school is preparing for a class trip to Yosemite National Park.
Yosemite Sands?
So that basically explains why there's next to nobody at the school for the important parts of the movie.
Oh, so not only that, Michael gets a flat tire on his first car, and then he steals a second car from a mother and child.
Presumably a single mother, so
Yes.
you're a piece of shit, Mike.
Literally.
The fact that
They're in the boys' room, too.
Dude, I know you go around killing people, but when you stole that car, you just became a piece of shit.
God, you just became...
It's like, I could forgive you murdering people, but stealing Lay's car, that's crossing the line.
The fact that Michael doesn't even kill them either is actually kind of a minor miracle. He would have... I mean, he doesn't kill the kids in one, at least.
He is on a mission.
He's on a mission.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna kill my sister.
Yeah.
Pretty much is. That's his goal in life.
And I think, part of that maybe has to do with the audience at the time. I feel like that would have been going too far.
You can't kill
for
kids.
the audience at the time.
Well, it's like...
I can't spoil
no,
it.
you can't.
Yeah, but...
It's like what we talked about in Dawn of the Dead with the scene where Ken Foray's character, Peter, shoots a couple kid zombies. And it's like, for that time, that's still very transgressive, and you can't...
But it's also kind of funny when you consider this is a series that was started by John Carpenter, and he had a kid's head blown off in Assault on Precinct 13.
That's right!
This series has gone soft.
Well, shit. Look at Nightmare on Elm Street. That was started by Wes Craven, and Wes Craven had two movies, in fact, both that had very hard SA scenes. One of them involving like literally kidnapping a baby and shooting the mothers.
We talked about that.
Oh, did you? Oh yeah, you guys did talk about.
What movie is that?
Oh,
Hills Have Eyes.
Hills Have
Oh,
Eyes.
yeah.
It's the scene
Go
where
check out that podcast. It's over on Tank's World.
it's the scene where the cannibals assault the trailer and they kidnap the baby to eat it.
Go listen to the podcast over on Tank's World.
Mm-hmm. But then I was also talking about Last House on the Left, which
That's a fucked up movie.
That's a movie it's one of those movies where I'll never watch again. Even though I've seen the remake, and the remake is ass. Like, actually
because
bad.
it's PG-13.
It's PG-13. It's PG-13. The daughter lives, and spoiler alerts for anybody who wants to see that movie. The bad guys, all of them do die, and the dad survives, but he takes the lead bad guy, straps him down to like a table, and then sticks his head in a microwave and blows his head up that way.
How do you make that movie PG-13?
Exactly.
Like, why even do
There
it?
is a legit rape scene in that fucking movie.
Right. It's like that on its own should give the movie an R.
Yeah.
At least Craven had a message in the original. He also kind of had a message for Hills Have Eyes too, which is,
Don't trust hillbillies.
No, that's Deliverance.
I was gonna say,
Just
stay on the paved roads.
Yeah, don't explore back roads that you don't fucking know. Because sooner.
It's like that and like Wrong Turn.
Or what's the movie that takes place in Australia?
Mad Max.
No, not Mad Max.
Wolf Creek.
Wolf Creek. Yeah. That one's also pretty messed up. It's just a couple of kids or a couple of teenagers go out into the outback and they get lost and they get hunted by like a psychotic Australian man.
Kind of more of the same.
Yeah.
That genre.
Mm-hmm.
You would be surprised how many movies there are where it's just kids take a wrong turn into the wrong place, get hunted by the bad people.
Isn't that just all of the Friday the 13th movies?
Texas Chainsaw 1 even.
Yeah.
They wander into the wrong place.
No.
They
just
trespass.
walk into their house.
They trespass.
Yeah, that's on them.
That's on them.
Just stand your ground.
Just
Steve.
like, motherfucker, you're
like
in my home.
I mean, can we even really blame the Sawyer family at that point?
That's castle doctrine. I mean,
This is Texas after all. He had right of way.
now the whole cannibalism and like cutting off their faces. I don't know. The judge is gonna agree on that, but
Hey.
Some of the later movies for Texas Chainsaw will making like Leatherface the hero and shit is kind of fucked up.
what do you mean? What? I thought he was a hero always.
But so Lori's an alcoholic. She's got really bad PTSD.
As you would.
As you would, yeah.
She's dating the guy from Chicago Hope.
She
that should give you a good indicator as to how low her life is, despite her great accomplishments.
At the time.
I kid. I've never actually watched Chicago Hope.
She's got a son named John, and she's a little overprotective of him. It makes sense. It makes sense. Yes.
This movie does do a good job of like kind of portraying. You'll see later on it gets kind of off the rails with the way it treats her character, but this is one of the better films that treats kind of her PTSD from the events of '78.
Mm-hmm. But so this movie also flies by really quickly because it's like the first half is Michael on his way to California, and then it's intercut with scenes of Lori having PTSD.
Her son just planning stuff with his friends.
Lori being like, "No, you're not,"
LL Cool J being the security guard.
and helping the kids sneak out
And talking dirty with his wife on the phone.
at his
He's
job.
trying to make a romantic novel of some sort that's sounding more pornographic than anything.
That's like the comedic relief.
Yeah, admittedly, the movie kind of drags on until Michael finally does show up.
Yeah,
And when-
it's like the setup in the beginning.
Oh.
Really nothing, and then kind of the third act.
Also, how many kills do we get that are actually on screen?
The girl.
So
The nurse.
it's the nurse. We get the nurse. We get
The teenagers.
one of the teenagers. The other one, Michael Myers just randomly shows up and he's like, "Hi," and then he's dead. In the next scene, the one girl, and then also the Laurie's boyfriend is also killed on screen, and that's it. Like,
Spoilers.
there's only 5 kills in this movie. I don't know what you're expecting.
It is one
I
of
was
those.
expecting us to have a point where we could say spoilers, but I guess you're trying to steal that from me.
Yeah. Ugh.
I'm gonna go cry in the corner. Boo, boo, boo.
You know what you did.
Yeah.
Put a thing at the beginning.
Yeah. I cry in this episode.
Warning: ProtoMet cries like
Oh,
a bitch.
God.
Like a bit.
Well, we should probably jump back a little bit.
Yeah.
Getting a little ahead. The entire school is going to the trip to Yosemite. Lori thinks that John is going on this trip, but him and his friends, they're pulling a little sneak because they want to stay back so they can, have a little sexy time and hang out.
Mm-hmm. Well,
As you do. in these
Lori
movies.
has specifically forbidden John from going because she has a fear, an irrational fear that something might go wrong.
I would argue that she doesn't have an irrational fear. That is a very rational fear.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but like in Friday the 13th Part 2, the kids that go to the Yosemite National Park are better off than the ones that stay behind.
Lori, he's coming for you.
Yeah, Lori, he's coming for you, bud.
He's like,
Therefore, it's not an irrational fear. It's a perfectly rational one.
It's crazy to think about, like, how... Think about this, actually. Steve Miner directed this movie, and he also directed Part 2. In Part 2, half of the crew goes to the fucking bar and leaves the camp, and they're safe for the rest of the movie. In this one, most of the school goes to fucking Yosemite National Park, and they're safe.
Wait, this is the same director as
Yeah,
Friday.
this is.
Oh, okay.
We
Yeah, this
discussed
is-
that while you had stepped out.
Yeah,
That's why Kenny's no longer adding commentary.
he's
gone.
He's just
I
gonna
did
be a
not
good
agree with
boy.
his opinions, and he needed to leave.
He fucked around and had to find out.
Oh man, Kenny got canceled. Man, we shouldn't have been advertising his stuff in the last one.
Damn.
Kenny had some really inappropriate.
We deeply apologize for our sentiments and actions, and upon reflection, we were in the wrong.
Turns out Kenny's a huge racist.
Even though it's a black dog.
Hey now.
You're an all-star.
I just want you guys to know that we at BP would just like to announce we're sorry. We're sorry. Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
So that's a reference to a South Park bit, the one where they accidentally awaken Cthulhu. And so the president of BP goes on like a national media commercial and he's apologizing, but it gets more and more risque. At one point, he's sitting naked on a bear rug in like a cabin with like a fire in the background, and he's like, "Sorry, we're sorry."
I stopped watching by that point.
I think a lot of people have.
No, a lot of people have been watching the new season, saying it's pretty good.
I mean,
That's like an old. That's like
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like 20.
Well, it was around the BP oil spill. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in like elementary school.
But yeah. So the kids that are left behind are just basically planning to have a party at the school.
They're gonna have a Halloween party
A Halloween party.
with 4 people. Yep.
That's it.
Sounds like an orgy.
I know that at one point Lori takes her boyfriend to her place and basically explains what happened 20 years ago, which would be a decent way of just cutting out most of Michael Myers' scenes up to this point.
Also, yeah, there's also a character, Norma, by the way, that I guarantee that character, Norma, who was played by Janet Leigh, I guarantee that's a reference to Psycho. Has to be.
Oh.
There is no fucking way it's not. But Janet Leigh's character, Norma, sort of acts as like a maternal figure to Laurie. It does offer her kind of reassurances that everything's gonna be okay throughout the movie. But yeah.
Yeah, it's not very subtle what they're trying to do with, the nod to them.
Mhm.
But it's a nice it's a cool innuendo and nod to them.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Janet Leigh only passed away like a couple years ago, which is a shame. A shame. And of course, Jamie Lee Curtis just a couple years ago won an Academy Award, which I think was her first. Yeah. She won it for Best Supporting Actress in Everything Everywhere All at Once. Cause
How old is that movie?
that movie's
Just a couple of years.
yeah, that movie's like 2022.
I feel like it's older than that.
Which is also the movie where that's also the year that Brendan Fraser won Best Actor, and Ke Huy Quan also won Best Supporting Actor. So that was a watershed year, I think, in my opinion.
And then the next year, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
That's true. That is what happened.
That was a far better year.
Just like, keep my wife's name
out of your mouth. Well, that's what Lori should have done to Michael. Pow! Keep my name out your mouth.
She kind of does.
That's true. That's true.
Keep the rest of Hollywood out your wife's mouth.
Mm.
Dun dun dun.
Anyway, Lori tells her boyfriend.
Move along, carry on, move along.
Anyway, Lori tells her boyfriend about what happened 20 years ago, and then he was like, "Man, that must have been hard. How old were you when that happened?" And she's like, "I was." Looks across the room at like a birthday card celebrating her son's 17th birthday, and is like, "Oh shit, he's back."
Yeah, it just clicks in her head.
Yeah.
She just knows, like.
Oh no,
Which I think is meant to be like a sort of implication that Michael only acts on the Halloween of a relative's 17th birthday.
Yeah, it's just kind of
There.
It's an implication, never really brought up again.
It's like all their siblings, so they just get it, like.
Happy birthday, sis.
I actually had to rewatch the scene to try and figure out what the scene was supposed to be implying, because I was under the assumption that at this point Lori was talking about her own son going out for Halloween, but no, she was talking about her brother.
Yeah.
But then Lori tries to call her son, and she discovers that the phones are down, and that's when it clicks in her head, like, oh, he's back. I better arm myself. And she fucking grabs a revolver, and yeah.
So she's about to leave, and that's when LL Cool J shows up, almost blows his head off.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Foreshadowing,
of course. But Michael kills two of the kids. He kills Charlie and Sarah, which is what their names are. Not that it really mattered.
Yes. There's a gruesome scene with Sarah in the what do you call
dumbwaiter.
The dumbwaiter.
Gets her ankle snapped.
Oh yeah, that my fuck. That looked like it hurt.
That was like honestly one of the more gruesome parts, because this one, like you said, not very like a gore fest, not a lot of kills, but that was one of the cooler moments of the movie. If you're into gore.
But and it like spirals out of control as soon as those two are killed. It's a switch is flipped like that, and
the movie just gets a whole lot better.
It does. And we're like almost 20-30 minutes left in the movie at that point,
which is a good spoiler break for this podcast.
Yes. What would you rate this movie, PPD?
Out of what?
Out of 10.
Out of 10. I think it's like a 7.
Yeah, honestly.
It's like, to me, like kind of middle of the pack.
We gave it a 6.
What did we rate 6?
I don't remember because I don't care.
Yeah, I think I rated. I know that the lowest movie we've rated was Exorcist 2, which rightfully we put at a 1 out of 10.
Yeah,
where it was awful, just awful, and I still remember him being like, I thought it was okay, and then we watched it again, and he was
like, I remembered wrong.
All I remembered was James Earl Jones.
I remembered the only good parts of the movie. I forgot the rest of it.
Yeah.
I think the biggest downfall, well, there's two big downfalls of this movie. It's the middle act, it's just not a lot going on, so you just kind of tune out for a while. And then the mask.
I mean, oh my God, yes. That is a shitty fucking mask.
The CGI debacle in the one scene where he's kills the one kid. That's just unforgivable. But in general, the mask just kind of sucks. He looks like he's kind of got like an afro kind of deal going on. It just is not an intimidating mask.
My assumption is that they lost the original mask at some point and they had to redo it. And it ended up not looking great.
They had they actually used a few different masks throughout this movie. And I forgot like all the details of it, but so like throughout it, there's like the one scene where Laurie's staring at him through like the glass. That's like a different mask, and then there's like wide cut shots that they use, and that one's like the best mask that they have, but none of them are very good. And the biggest thing is you can see his eyes.
At least,
Way too
at
much.
least it was white, not pink.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What would you rate the movie? We never got to your rating.
I'd probably give it a 7 myself.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to talk about the movie before we get to recommendations?
Favorite characters?
I guess
Lori?
Lori.
It kind of has to be Lori. Like, none of the other...
LL Cool J was fine. Like,
Yeah, he's funny at least.
yeah,
Yeah.
he kind of comes back in the second act and like, yeah.
Tries.
Well, not the second act, the end of the movie.
Third act.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Favorite scene?
Spoilers.
The finale. It's the finale.
It's
isn't
the
it?
finale.
I do like how he kind of reenacts from 2. Instead of the scalpel, he actually has his butcher knife and lifts him up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember when we did one, and you were talking about that.
The pinning the body to the door.
With the kitchen knife, yeah.
From the first movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He had a conniption about that, and he was just like, this is not possible! This isn't possible!
It's Michael Myers. You just suspend your belief. God damn it.
And the fun,
I actually liked that movie.
that scene.
I was
is-
probably the only complaint I had about that movie. That's probably why I fixated on it so much.
The funny thing about that particular scene is Michael just kind of does one of the Jason kind of tilts his head a little
He's
bit to
just
try
like-
to figure out how the hell does this fucking work.
He's admiring his art.
You know what's funny? I was watching the it was randomly on YouTube. I was watching the 1981 when it came out on TV. That cut when it had like the added scenes, kind of with more exposition.
Oh, yeah.
And they cut that part out of it
Oh!
because I guess it was too graphic for TV at the time. I'm like, what the fuck? It's the best part of the movie.
So that character just essentially disappears from the movie.
You show him get like pushed up against the wall, but the part where he gets held up, they cut that part.
Oh,
Damn it.
he just gets stabbed in the gut, and that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that works too, I suppose. In 1981, that's
But they're
funny.
like, you know, before it could go to commercial and come back like, this has graphic content, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, you cut all the graphic content. Nothing
Yeah,
in here.
what the fuck?
This has been formatted to fit your TV. Oh, man. But I really wanted to see what was happening on the left and the right.
You know what that reminds me
That
of?
stuff is essential.
Speaking of a John Carpenter movie getting botched for TV, that reminds me of the fucking Thing debacle when it went to TV because apparently producers, when it was going to TV, they added an extra scene at the end that has the dog that showed up at the beginning of the movie hopping out from the ruins and leaving the base. And it's just like, you guys fucked it. You fucked it. Why would you do that?
He is the thing.
He is the doggy.
John Carpenter gets just no respect from producers. It's crazy. He
It's
gets
his way or the highway, pretty much.
well. He got no respect for The Thing. He got little respect for Halloween because of how fucking
Halloween 2 especially.
Halloween 2 especially because he didn't want to do it. I would like.
Yeah, my preferred timeline for Halloween is literally just the first one.
Yeah, like I like 2 though. I like 2
Yeah,
for
it's
what it's worth.
My preferred timeline is 1, 2, and 3.
Sure, yeah.
It can happen.
Hey,
It does
actually, if
happen.
you think about it, Michael's in 3.
Yeah.
he's on the.
He's got that
on the screen.
prerequisite, so.
He is.
My favorite is the implication that 1 and 2 are both movies within the timeline of 3. They're both. It's a movie within a movie.
He's doing Wes Craven before Wes Craven.
Whoa!
Remember when we just randomly broke out into the Silver Shamrock theme?
Oh,
and
yeah.
didn't even mean to.
Stop, no.
No, make it stop.
You can't stop it. It is inevitable.
It is inevitable.
It is not edible.
Yes, pumpkins are edible.
Pumpkin
Just not
spice.
that specific pumpkin.
Filled with snakes and other
That's reverse edible.
Do we got recommendations, people?
Give
Go
us
ahead.
one.
I watched the original Nosferatu last night.
Classic.
Classic.
I've been trying to watch it over 2 days, but I fell asleep twice.
Well, it doesn't have all the explosions and stuff that you would expect from a movie.
More
of the
voices.
There's some sound, music-wise.
Yeah.
There's music. That's it.
But I mean, the horror, like the just imagery of it, still holds up really good of Nosferatu himself. So that was really
Yeah, Max Schreck as Nosferatu is fantastic. It is unequivocal. I mean, it's in my list of like 100 horror movies you need to see, which I've shared I've shared a couple times around
I think so.
in circles. I've definitely shared it on my Discord, which I have a Discord.
Yeah, it was I think even now, like, there were moments where it was incredibly unsettling. So I couldn't even imagine 100 years ago. Like, I'm sure that scared the shit out of people. The ending kind of underwhelming, but
Well,
it's
and we've actually done a couple.
it's kind of confusing.
We haven't done silent movies, but we've done a couple of those pre-code horror movies in Hollywood,
Like
like the
the Universal.
Universal pre-code movies, like the Black Cat and shit like that. And it's like the shit they were doing would never fly in even the 80s and
It
90s.
was definitely a different time back then.
In terms of, like, what?
Well, the Black Cat has a scene where a character gets skinned alive,
Oh, okay.
right? And you never would have, like, Hellraiser was what, late 80s, early 90s, I think? It was like 91.
Right.
mid 80s, I want to say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like you never would have gotten away with shit like that in like the late 70s, early 80s.
Well, okay, another recommendation, speaking on shit you think they wouldn't have been able to get away with, but they did. I watched The Burning last night.
Ah, yes.
That's a really good movie, but
Friday the 13th ripoff.
yeah, if you can get over the kind of pedophilia vibe to it.
Well,
I mean, there's one scene where they're laying in bed and the scene opens just on like a young girl's feet. Like,
ooh.
and there's like, there's young women nudity. Like, all the girls in that movie look borderline underage. If you can get over that part, it is a good movie.
That leads into my next recommendation.
Hopefully they're all.
Stanley Kubrick's Lolita. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Oh, we already had this conversation when we were watching the movie.
Yes, that's true.
Let's not bring it back up again.
No, thanks.
But it's Tom Savini's effects. And
Yes.
It's just an entertaining, good slasher.
It's a good, entertaining movie, and it's The Burning is also a direct influence on Clock Tower, funnily enough. Yes.
Yeah,
With the shears and everything. Yep. Yeah. I was actually going to mention, though, with Nosferatu as well, like, the stuff that they were doing back then was so transformative. I mean, you've got a movie from 1931, M, which is Peter Lorre as the main character, who is this monstrous, like, pedophile murderer who gets captured by the mob, basically, and he's forced to admit to all the stuff he's done because he keeps murdering kids. And it's a brilliant scene because he's like, I can't help what I am. I try to not be what I am, but the voices in my head, they force me to do it. And it's very, like, transformative stuff for the time. Having, like, a pedophile murderer be kind of sympathetic in a way.
Freddy Krueger?
We don't.
Not that movie yet.
Not
we
that
haven't gotten
movie.
there yet.
No, we haven't gotten to the remake.
I mean, we've mentioned it in a couple of the podcasts, how the TV show just decided to, like, drop that right in there. It was like, oh, okay.
He liked kids.
The movies never really... The movies never really went that far, but the TV show is fine with dropping that bit of lore.
Palmer might know this reference, what I'm talking about. But in Family Guy, there used to be a recurring bit of characters who were like...
Was it Herbert?
No, not Herbert, but where it's the... it was like the two dapper guys that would play like ragtime music after like a bad joke, where he would be like, "Shit, it's not working. Play me off, Johnny." But they both get killed by Stewie, and like Stewie is like, that's it, they're dead, they're never coming back. But they come back like one time, and they're ghosts, right? And one of them is like, it says a joke or whatever out in the street as a ghost, and he's like, play me off, Johnny, and it cuts down to Johnny in hell playing the piano, and the guy's like, you might be wondering why Johnny's in hell. Well, Johnny liked little boys.
I think we need to get off this subject.
Let's move on. Quick. Turn the page, someone. Quick, give a suggestion.
Inuyasha.
No.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't change anything.
Oh, no!
We're talking about a 1,000-year-old wolf man falling in love with a teenage girl.
He is at least 50.
Oh, that makes it better then.
Yeah. Also, he's technically been in suspended animation for like 50 years. So I don't know.
He's a widow baby.
He's a widow baby.
It's like one of those animes where it's like, I've got the body of a child, but guess how old I am? 2,000 years old.
Also, I'm a dragon.
Also, I'm a dragon girl. Hear me roar. Oh.
But no, Inuyasha, I've been watching quite a bit of that. The basic premise is that this high school girl whose family lives on a shrine, on a land with a shrine on it, one day gets pulled down into the well in the shrine and winds up in the feudal era of Japan, where she encounters a half demon dog boy who's got an arrow to the chest and pinned to a tree. And she accidentally frees him, and now they gotta go on a quest to gather the shards of a crystal she accidentally shattered. Because the crystal has the ability to empower demons and other yokai. It gets pretty complicated, but really fun. I mean, you got a perverted monk with a black hole in his hand. You got a demon hunter that he's always fondling her butt, and she doesn't care for that. You got a little baby fox demon.
Sounds like a really bad acid trip.
What's crazy is this is written by the same woman who's done Ranma 1/2.
And Urusei Yatsura.
Which are both fantastic shows, by the way, but also have very questionable themes. Per se, I mean, the main character of Urusei Yatsura is an asshole, to say the least. And Ranma 1/2 has a character who changes
genders.
Yes, let's go with genders.
Literally gender fluid.
Yeah, who's literally gender fluid. No disrespect.
The show actually, it starts out kind of feeling like it's going to be kind of that, but as that show goes on, he actually becomes more accepting of his female half.
Because he can get things.
Yeah, he can exploit it.
Damn. I've got no recommendation.
Meanwhile, Inuyasha is actually a more serious, action-focused series, where any romantic or comedic tensions are kind of secondary to this plot of them trying to stop this big demon who basically triggered all the events that led up to this point. Also that he could get his hands on the crystal.
I will say, yeah, Inuyasha used to be on Toonami way back in the day, and I think it still might be on there.
Toonami, yes, but it started on Adult Swim.
Oh, it did.
Although the kind of block that they had was basically Toonami.
So wasn't it on?
It was the anime hour or something.
It was like an anime hour where it was like it was like 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. or something like that.
It was popular enough that Robot Chicken made a sketch poking fun at it.
Yeah.
And they rarely do that with obscure anime. I mean, you might get an Akira or Sailor Moon or Dragon Ball reference here or there, but... But yeah, no, it's pretty good.
I do not have any recommendations this week. Tank, do you?
I recommend... Fuck, I just had it in my head.
I haven't heard of that one. What's it about?
I I recommend Spartacus Blood and Sand.
Okay.
It's about a Spartan that gets taken from Spartan and forced to battle in the arenas,
The Colosseum.
And he ends up
Starting a revolution.
pretty much, yeah.
It's based off the historical Spartacus who starts a slave revolt and then gets killed by what's his name? He was part of the first triumvirate, not Pompey or Crassus. Yeah, gets killed by Crassus, and that was Crassus's whole big claim to fame, other than being obscenely rich and also getting molten gold poured down his throat.
Yep.
It's a baller way to go out.
Yeah, but that's not actually how he went out. More contemporary sources just say he was stabbed to death or strangled to death. But the story goes he was so rich that the Parthians, who are the Persians in that day, just poured molten gold down his throat as punishment for how obscenely rich he was. More people today. I'm just kidding.
Now there's an idea.
Now there's an idea.
Yeah, so they battle in the arenas, blood, and all that jargon. Alright, we can get back to the movie.
Yeah, Blood and Guts, Spartacus, always a great movie. That was actually
Well, he was talking about the TV show.
the TV show, of course, yes. But the movie, that was actually Stanley Kubrick's first movie, was
Why does he
Spartacus.
keep popping up in this video?
Because he's fucking everywhere, I'm telling you.
He's right behind you!
He's fucking on the couch. He's fucking on the floor.
It's on the walls!
I wish you would put some pants on!
How are you gonna fuck with your pants on?
You can do it if you're creative enough, and he's creative.
Oh my god! It's on the walls! It's on the carpet! It's on the ceiling! It's everywhere! That's a deep pull. That's from like 2002, I think.
Dumb and Dumber 2?
I forget.
You don't even...
Yes! He looked at me. He was like, I know exactly what you're referencing.
No, I don't.
Oh,
Wouldn't it have been Dumb and Dumber 0, though?
no, it's an old internet clip, I think, of where somebody took, like, Dumb and Dumber, but they were like, there's shit everywhere!
Oh, yeah, okay, no.
It's on the floor, it's on the walls, it's on the ceiling! Oh my god! So anyway, people die in this movie.
Not as many as other movies.
Not as many as other movies.
Particularly other
But more than in other movies.
Yes, there are some movies where nobody dies.
Those movies are boring.
3.6 deaths. Not great, not terrible. That's a Chernobyl reference.
Oh.
There's a scene in that where they're getting like a reading of the radiation, and the guy goes, "Oh, it's 3.6 Rontgen, which is the maximum that the dosimeter can go," and the head guy in charge who caused the accident is like 3.6, not great, not terrible, even though it was actually like 3600,000 or something like that.
So is that like bad?
Is that like bad? Are we the baddies?
What show is that from? I
No,
forget.
God, no, I forget what sketch show that's from.
In Soviet Russia, we all get your radiation poisoning.
Yummy. In Soviet Russia, radiation poisoning gets you.
I can't tell if that's racist or not.
Oh, please.
Our American audience, they won't be offended.
No,
Yakov Smirnov. That's just a reference for Yakov Smirnov, though,
Yeah,
so it's okay.
Yakov
It's
Smirnov.
okay. If he
Yeah,
he does those kind of jokes, so it's fine.
it's okay.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, jawohl.
That's German. Goddamn, get your cultures right.
Nuh-uh, it's Dutch. No, just kidding. Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to the movie.
People die. Michael Myers kills 2 of the kids, and then, like, John and his girlfriend meet Michael Myers for the first time, and I think John gets stabbed in the leg at some point.
What's with people getting stabbed in the leg lately? Literally, we talked about somebody getting stabbed in the leg yesterday.
Yeah!
It's a very good way of
Hobbling them.
Yeah, of incapacitating people.
Not good enough though, because John does escape.
Mm-hmm.
By his mommy opening up the door.
They accidentally dropped the keys to the gates and everything, and they just barely managed to get it.
They don't get the keys.
Oh, they don't get the keys. That's right. But they do manage to get inside after Laurie lets them in, and then Laurie sees Michael Myers for the first time.
And that's where you get that terrible scene. It could have been so iconic where they're staring at each other through the glass.
But instead we get to see his
His
eyes. That's the big problem with this movie is you see his eyes.
The whole time.
The whole time. If it had
It absolutely kills the mystique.
Yeah, it does.
It's like it's not. It's an actual fucking person. It's not what they call the shape.
Well, no, just wait till we get to the finale and it's so hokey and shit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, and two, another thing to consider is like if we're trying to explain like he was in this massive fireball explosion,
You'd think you'd see some scarring.
you can see his face pretty much, and he looks normal as shit.
I do know that at one point Laurie accidentally shoots LL Cool J.
Yes.
Yes, they accidentally shoot LL Cool J in the side of the head, nicked him, and it knocks him out,
It grazed him.
Dude took a bullet to the dome.
and survives. But
They don't know that he survives until later.
They assume he's dead, but he actually does come back.
Yeah, he's
And
out
that
for
gives
life.
Michael the opportunity to kill a boyfriend by stabbing him in the back.
Yes.
And that's
That's what.
And it was
my
such
kill.
and it was such a disappointing kill that I completely forgot that it happened. I legit forgot that happened until I was rethinking about
And-
what was going on.
outside of the hockey skate at the beginning. That's probably the best kill in the movie.
Oh no!
Because we don't see.
Yeah. That's because that's like out of all the characters that do get killed, he's the one you probably have the most attachment to. Because everybody else in this movie, spoiler, survives. So it's like, there's not really emotional heartbreak to this one. This movie's just kind of more of a fun, slasher.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the kind of genre that you're mostly here for the kills, and it's kind of disappointing.
It's kind of lackluster. It tries to be like, oh, this is Laurie and Michael, and like it tries to be story driven, but it's not really that either.
It tries to be like a climactic final cat and mouse game between the two, and it's not that good. It's just Laurie runs away, Michael chases her, Laurie gets one up on Michael, gets away, Michael chases Laurie gets one up on Michael, Laurie gets away, Michael chases.
I'm pretty sure at some point they think they killed Michael, and then they have all the cops and the paramedics.
Yeah, they have the
around
cops and the
everything's
paramedics
okay.
there, and it leads directly to the finale where Laurie fucking takes the ambulance at gunpoint, which is fucking hilarious.
And starts chasing down Michael with the ambulance.
No, Michael's in the back of the ambulance. If I
in the
remember.
body bag.
Yeah.
So she takes off, and obviously, because that's just, it wouldn't be a Halloween movie if Michael was dead and then he wasn't. Like, that just is a prerequisite to having a Halloween movie. So he wakes up, and they struggle.
And they crash the fucking ambulance. And I forget what exactly happens.
I'm pretty sure.
Michael gets thrown out the windshield. Laurie runs him over.
Well, she waits for him to get back up, then she plows right into
that's
him,
right.
and then pins him against a fallen tree.
Right, because I think they run the vehicle into like a ditch or a forested area, and Michael flies out of the fucking windshield, and then he gets up, and Laurie plows the ambulance into a tree, pinning Michael.
To a fallen tree.
So he's
And then there's like
waving his arm.
Then there's like a moment where it seems like Michael's reaching out to his sister.
Help me, sis. Help me.
Help me, sis. Help me, step sis.
And Dolores just like she almost falls for it. She reaches her hand out, and then she's like, "Wait, what the fuck am I doing?" And then lops his head off with an axe.
And then the movie ends.
Keep in mind, you can see his eyes the whole time. I just cannot get past this.
That's fair. He fell again, didn't he?
It's crazy.
He fell again.
It's great. No, it's just it's kind of hokey just how that last scene is because it's Michael looking into the eyes of Laurie and Laurie looking into the eyes of Michael, and they have a moment where they're reaching out towards each other.
Oh Jesus! Just fuck already.
Wow.
Yeah. So Michael's dead, officially dead. In this
Tell
movie.
the next one.
Shut the fuck up. There's no next one. There's definitely not a next one that stars Busta Rhymes, where he gets several shots in on Michael and survives.
He knows kung fu.
He knows kung fu. He's a bad bitch. And then Busta. No, and then and of course there's not an episode of WWF SmackDown where Busta Rhymes shows up and is like, hey paisanos, I'm doing the Super Halloween Resurrection show. And he's talking with The Rock and everything, and The Rock and Busta Rhymes are having a crack. That's a thing that happened.
No, it didn't. You just said it didn't. Are you lying to us?
I'm a double agent. I'm a triple agent. My agent name is actually Ocelot because I'm triple crossing everyone.
Oh shit!
That's right. None of you know what's happening.
I know what's happening.
So
I know what you did last summer.
And that's
Did
the
they
next
remake
movie.
that?
that's the next movie we need to do. No,
No.
no, we still need to do Murder on the Nile
Yes.
or Death on the Nile. Sorry, that one's a good one. Though.
Well, I'm pretty sure if it's being investigated, it's probably a murder.
So
Well, it could be.
7 out of 10.
Yes.
7 out of 10. You said 6. Tank
7.
7.
6, 7.
I hate you for that. God damn it. Fuck off.
I don't get it.
That's alright.
It's
I don't.
It's something new that we don't need to. Us old people don't need to know about.
it's a new
What?
meme.
You're gonna have to speak into my good ear.
It's a meme from TikTok.
Well, of course I'm not gonna know what it is.
Yeah, I don't have TikTok either.
I don't even know what TikTok is.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
The only ticking and talking I know is my Mickey Mouse clock.
What?
The Mickey Mouse clock I have in my bedroom. That goes tick-tock.
Who's the leader of the club that's made for you and me? M-I-C-K-E-Y.
Stop, we're gonna get copyright straight.
I'm just talking about Mickey Rourke.
We're talking about the wrestler?
Overrated movie.
Just like H20.
Full circle.
Good night, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.
Later, bitches.